damn good show. All right, I came across this clip on Instagram. And it's Nick Fuentes. He's got a job at Zillow, huh? No, he's in the Zillow office. And the point of view on this video, they got him edited into a Zillow office. And but they took this clip from one of his podcast shows.
Yeah, make him look like he's in a Zillow office.
Yeah. So, and the point of view, you're my real estate agent. And this clip is funny. And it makes it even funnier when it comes from a white person.
Right.
And I will tell you this as plainly as possible. I don't want to live around black people. I just don't. It would be irresponsible if I had a wife and kids to live near black people. It just would be. And that's not to say that every black person is violent. It's not to say that every black person is the same way. But we watch the news. We read the papers. When you drive downtown in Chicago, you know who you got to look out for and worry about when you're thinking about whether you're going to get carjacked, when you're worried about catching a stray bullet, when you're worried about who's going to pull up on the side of the road and literally shove a rifle in your face and steal your iPhone or shoot you point blank, execution style, in Lincoln Park. We know who's doing it. I don't want to live near them. I don't want to be near them. They make me nervous.
Here in California, we have lots of climate events. When you have solar and a power wall, I get to control all that. I like the independence.
That's a survival instinct.
Man, I had this figured out when I was like 10 years old.
Yeah.
I hated going to the...
I remember we had a friend, his name was Leonard Finney.
Right.
He said, hey, man, hey, Keith and Kevin, why don't y'all want to go play basketball in the West End?
The West End was the black side of town.
Yeah, I said, man, it's too many over there. I said that at 10 years old.
Yeah. Well, we had trauma we was coming from. That was because of trauma.
What trauma?
All right, so we grew up in a poor white neighborhood. Remember, I think we was in like 6th grade. Remember, we was going to basketball practice. The guy on the basketball team with us pulled a gun on us.
Yeah.
And robbed us.
Right.
I didn't like going to that side of town because it seems like Domino's Pizza would not deliver to the West End side of town of Martinsville, Virginia, because they was always getting robbed. People was beating them over here with baseball bats, taking the money, taking the pizza.
Yeah.
They wouldn't even deliver on the black side of town.
Yeah. I mean, everything Nick said, man, it's true.
Well,
it'd be stupid for a white person with a family, have kids, to live in a black neighborhood. That is crazy.
I mean, I suppose there's some good black neighborhoods, you know.
Yeah? Where? Good urban neighborhood, huh? I'm not talking about the rich blacks that live in mansions. I mean, that goes without saying. I'm talking about a normal black neighborhood. No. Of course not. We don't live in a black neighborhood. I've never lived in a black neighborhood. My daddy never lived in a black neighborhood.
I lived in a black neighborhood when I was in the Marine Corps in San Diego.
Yeah, and how did that turn out?
Let me tell y'all a story. I was in the east side of San Diego. I have to get up 4 o'clock in the morning to go to work. MCRD San Diego. I came out to my lime green Geo Metro stick shift with a bullet hole in the side of it. And I would get in that car, and as soon as I drive maybe 10 feet up to the stop sign to make a right so I can make a left onto the freeway, there was a prostitute standing right there.
Yeah.
A black one. You couldn't even see her. All you seen was eyes and teeth, and she was smiling at me.
Drug dealers all over the place?
Oh, man, that was a horrible side of town, but that's why I lived for like a good part of a year.
Yeah. Why'd you do that? Oh, that's because of that crazy ex-wife of yours.
I was married to a black chick. I was trying to get back to my roots. It'd be broad daylight. I'm just going down El Cajon Boulevard to go home.
Yeah.
I lived off of 53 43rd Street.
Oh, whenever a street's like a numbered street, like 42nd, 22nd Street, oh, that's a black neighborhood.
Yeah, right. It'd be the middle of the day, and there's just women standing on the side of the street selling themselves.
Yeah.
In broad daylight.
Yeah.
They had a lot of good ones out there, too. You caught that one, didn't you? I remember this guy was visiting my house. I went and picked him up and took him to my house, my apartment. And we was driving down the road, right? And I said, and he said, man, look at all these prostitutes on the street, right? I said, yeah, they're everywhere. And I was driving, and then one of them was like, hey, flagging me down. And he was like, who was that? She acted like she knew you. And he was just sitting there looking at me like this. Yeah, I was a Democrat back then.
Man, you know what, Keith? You don't have to tell everybody everything you did.
Yeah, but I was 19 years old,
I know.
man.
I know,
was
but
young.
it's okay not to tell people.
No, I like being an open book. I came a long way. No,
Yep.
but Nick Fuentes, I mean, he's saying a lot of stuff. Everybody knows this, but it's for whatever reason, it's wrong to say it.
Yeah, the thing is this. Black people say the same thing as Nick Fuentes is saying. But they only like to label white people as being, oh, man.
Hey, y'all, what's happening, man? This is your host, Most the Great, Day Late Dollar Short News, live and direct, where we ride for respect. Tap that like, that share, that subscribe, all that old good stuff so you be tuned in to the latest and the greatest. Hit the notification bell. On today's topic, we are talking about a reaction. The Hog Twins reacted to Nick Fuentes' racist rant on why he doesn't want to live near black people. I wouldn't even necessarily say, let me rephrase that, excuse me. It's not even a racist rant. He just has a preference where he doesn't want to live near black people. And that's fine, man. I'm pretty sure black people don't want to live near you either. This guy's trolling every week. He always got something to say about black men. I believe he wants, he can't keep black men out of his mouth, and he wants something else from black men in his mouth, but he hasn't been successful in that. So he continues to rant and cry about black people. I don't know if he got bullied in school, a black man beat him up, maybe a black man knocked his wife down or something. I don't know, man. But this dude always got something to say about black men. We ain't thinking about this dude, man. It's just funny how he just keeps yapping and keeps yapping. I guess that's how he tries to stay relevant. I covered a video on him and Jason Whitlock, their little beef, and I actually agreed with him. I think that him and Jason Whitlock hold the same sentiment. He said that Jason Whitlock was just a token black man in that position, and if he was in the same position, they wouldn't be ranting and raving about him. So he says the same things that Jason Whitlock says. He demeans the black community. He says all type of weird stuff about the black community, and so does Jason Whitlock. Some of it's true, and some of it is just blatant lies. But I'm not mad at the comment that he made, or that's his feelings, his thoughts and views on living around black people. That's cool, and that's cool, man. That's his opinion, and he's entitled to it. But why you saying that you don't want to live around black men, and you speak on how the community is ravished and is war-torn? Well, how did the automatic weapons get into the communities of these neighborhoods that you're scared of? Have you ever thought about that? Have you ever thought about how all these drugs and guns and diseases got into the black community? Maybe you should ask Oliver Nixon about that. The Iran-Contra scandal, how they had Freeway Rick selling dope for the CIA. See, you need to do some deeper research. See, black people didn't create nuclear weapons or automatic weapons, So maybe that's some things that you need to take note of and go do some research, man. This is your host, Most the Great, Day Late Dollar Short News. We out.